Today I was thinking of doing just like a more natural glowy type of makeup so I don't really want to go too all out. Let's get started. So I will just explain my skin really quick. I have, I'd say, dry to combination skin. I'm mostly dry throughout the day, but towards the end of the day I will be really oily here through my T-zone, mostly on my nose and my forehead. I never used to be oily, like ever. I used to have really dry skin, but I noticed as I got older and I started moisturizing more, it actually changed the way my skin was a little bit. I do have quite a bit of acne at the moment, so yeah, I'll be trying to go a little bit more hydrated today, just because I am a little bit drier today. I didn't actually moisturize last night or this morning, so my face is gonna love this. So today I'm going to be taking the camera's this side, Skin Doctor's 24-hour hydrating face moisturizer. Like, I've been using it for like a week or two now. I hate the fact that it smells so intensely of sunscreen. Like, I hate the smell of sunscreen. I don't even like using sunscreen. Apart from the smell, it is actually really, really good. Make sure you get that neck. So yeah, but I do feel hydrated the whole day. So I do believe this is 24 hours. So next I'm taking the Vitamin Rich Face Base by Bobbi Brown. Is that upside down? I think it's upside down. So I'm just only going to take a little bit, because when I actually got this from the store, Mecca, this chick that works there, she was like, oh, you know, are you buying this because you've seen YouTubers use it? And I said yes. And I'm like, it looks really good. And she's like, well, it's more for mature skin. And she said, because you're still quite young and you don't have mature skin, she said only use a little bit. And I do find that if I use too much, it is really greasy. And I don't really need to be adding any more oil to my face. Always get your neck. I remember one time I did my makeup for work and I forgot to moisturize and prime, and by the time I got to work I had patches falling off my face. Wasn't pleasant. I was like, Mum, bring my makeup bag and my stuff, I need to wipe my shit off now. So that was fucking fantastic. But yeah, it's called Raw Australian Organics and it's superfood infused beauty. And this one is the excuse me, is the toner, the mist toner. So it's like, it looks like a setting spray, but it's a toner. So it's supposed to help actually even out your skin tone, I believe. And I love the freaking smell of this. It smells amazing. It says Balance Me Mist Toner with Wildberry Harvest, coconut water, green tea, and witch hazel. And to me, I just smell coconut. So, it smells so good. So, just gonna give it a good spritz. Oh, it smells so good. It's so wet and it's so refreshing. But next I'm gonna take the Professional. So I'm just putting this mainly on my nose and in the crease of my nose, because that's where I find I have the most pores, and just on the top of my lip. And I like putting a teeny little bit on my chin, and then whatever excess I have, I just stick in the middle of my forehead. Okay, so next I'm taking the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. I haven't actually used this before, and yes, it's obviously a sample, but it's so freaking cute. Oh, Jesus. So I'm just taking literally one little pump, and I'm just gonna put it up here, and maybe a little bit down here. Okay, and next I'm just going to try and cover up a few of my pimples with the Instant Age Rewind from Maybelline, and it is the shade Light Pale. Yeah, Light Pale. So the lightest one, I just picked the lightest one because I'm pale as shit. Like, I do have olive skin, but it's not here, it's here and on my legs. Just, if only those Italian jeans treated me better, you know? Okay, so I do hate that this oxidizes, I will be honest, but it's gonna get covered up, so it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to pat it in my beauty blender. So yeah, I'm not trying to like move it too much because then it doesn't really cover what I need it to cover, so it doesn't matter if you can still see it because it is going to get covered up by the foundation. So I think that's pretty good. So I'm going to use the Born This Way foundation in the shade Porcelain. So I'm just putting this on my face, dotting it like a normal human being, and then we will blend, blend, blend. And then we go in. So again, just same bullshit. Oh, that was way too much. Okay, I'm gonna need a little bit more here and here. And I'm going to put it on my neck. Because clearly this difference has got to go. Yeah, I got a little bit of a tan. Not so much on my neck or my face, obviously, but definitely on my, like the rest of my body. So I do normally use the, what do you call it, the Maybelline 24-hour foundation, the really full coverage one. I don't fucking remember what it's called. I do normally use that and the Hourglass stick and mix those together on my face, because I do find that they are extremely full coverage. I would normally use that though for like nightclub, like going out type of makeup, just because it stays on longer and it's more coverage. Oh, itchy, itchy. Oh my god. Next, I'm going to go back in with the Maybelline concealer. I'm going to just dot this because I find wiping it moves my foundation. So, oh, my nose is so itchy. And I only take a little bit of this because I don't find that I really need that much. Because I have a little bit of a wider face, I'm trying to, more trying to like lengthen my face a bit and trying to bring it in a bit. So I don't, when I contour and conceal and whatever, I don't take my concealer out here to over here because I find that that will widen my face a little bit. So I do just keep it in that little triangle. So now I'm just taking the writing's gone, Colourpop concealer, and it's in the shade Fair Neutral. Okay, alright. I only put a little bit on my chin and on my cupid's bow because I feel like that's the spots where makeup really cakes on me. And this Colourpop concealer is really good. Now I'll go in with the powder. Oh, I feel like that just made it look darker. Like, what the actual fuck? That is not fucking translucent. I don't like that. Look at... Okay, well, I haven't actually tried this yet. This is the Raw Cosmetics Press Powder, and it's Nude 30 shade. But I haven't actually used it on my face yet. So we'll see how it goes. Please don't be shit. So it's not too bad. I don't think it's changing the color. So yeah, I'm really not happy about the under eye. I will not be using, that was just so bad. So taking the Stay Matte, I'm going to use the back of this and just scrape some off. going to take this brush. This is the Morphe E25. The funny part, it didn't stay on for very long. So I'm taking the big side and I'm going to pat this wherever I put the Morphe translucent powder to brighten that back up again. I'm trying to pack this on because why not? Like, look at the difference in that. And I am going to bake right here as well. And then I'm baking right here in my chin because this loves to crease too. Okay. And I made a mess. That's just great. My mother's not gonna be happy. I will just brush at this, just in case there is any excess, and I'll leave that there for a bit longer. So I'm taking the Morphe NC palette, NC 9C palette, and this is what it looks like. I'm just taking this shade right here, and I'm going to pat that in the high points of my face. I am just going to brush at this just very lightly, and I'm still using the same palette, and I'm just taking this shade right here, the coal shade in the middle, and I'm literally 1, 2, 3, and that wasn't even that hard because this can turn very muddy very quickly. So we're going to contour just here, and then we'll bronze. But keep it back here, and then just slowly drag it forward when there's no product on the brush. And you want to have a light hand too, don't go too heavy with your hand. Look at that chin. Yes! I might just take a little bit more of that highlighting shade we used. We're going to contour our nose now. So I'm taking the Morphe M0, I think that's right. Looks like this. Oh, finally got that itch. So this one I'll be taking the warmer shade over here, and I'm literally just 1, 2. That's all you need. So I'm just gonna get really close to my mirror, so just bear with me for a second. And like, you wanna be really light-handed with this, because holy balls, it can go wrong in a matter of seconds. And I do like to take it up here. I just feel like it helps give me a bit more definition through there, you know, like, obviously. But it just feels, I feel like it makes my eyes pop out a bit more. Just dipping back in, again, only 1, 2, that's all you need. This shade is very pigmented, so you really don't need much. Okay, so I'm taking more of that shade and I'm going right underneath here in my nose because we want to cut that off. So I take the first shade we used, that lighter color, and I go like right in here just to give it a bit more definition, and then I just drag it down. So now we're going to bronze, and yes, I'm taking the Hoola Benefit Bronze. Oh my god, my nose is so itchy. Where's my hair? Oh, I just wanna, do you hate that? You just gotta dab. You just gotta dab. Oh, my boyfriend would hate that. Okay, and I'm just very lightly going under my chin because, you know, like, not that my chin isn't pointy enough. Look at that. You can cut someone with that chin, man. Okay, so now I'm taking the Raw Beauty Rich Berry Blush, but this is a really nice mauvey color. Really don't need much. And I am being a little bit heavy-handed with this because I really like this colour and I don't mind looking a little rosy. Boom. This is the Morphe like magnetic palette. So I do have my singles in here. Oh, there's that itch again. I'm going to be just doing a little bit of a light, just the contouring in my crease, that's about it. But now I'm going to be taking the Morphe E20 and this is what it looks like. Nice big, it is very dense and I love taking a white shade and just going in. Oh, poke myself in the eye, it's all good. So now I'm taking the Morphe R40 and it's a really big fluffy brush and it's really like, it is slightly dense but it is nice and blown out. And we're just going to take this really light brown shade here. And we don't need much, just enough to coat it. So I am being really messy with this because it is just that transition shade. And like I said, I'm not really going all out on the eyes. So it doesn't really matter. And like in the crease, it should be like one of your darker spots, especially on the outer V. And like now it just looks like our eyes have been contoured a little bit, you know? So I've got that little bit of definition out here. So now I'm going to take this Morphe M513 and as you can see it's dirty but it is more of a tapered, very tapered, a bit long, thinner kind of brush. So I'm going to use that and I might take this shade. It is very cool toned. I'm not taking much, but I am going to take that just a tiny bit in my crease to just help with the definition. So I'm just starting on the outer V and then working my way into the crease. And I am going very light-handed and quite slow because I find that the more you just keep in the one spot with this, it will create a bit of a line with the shadow. So I am just going very slow. But we want most of that definition in the outer V. Ooh, that was my face. Just go back over with the first one we used, just with whatever's left on there, and just keep it in the crease. Don't go higher than the crease because we don't want to make that transition shade too dark, you know? I'm not going to do underneath. I couldn't really be bothered today. And my face at the moment is feeling like a little bit dry. So I am going to use the MAC Prep and Prime just to help hydrate it a bit. Like I'm feeling really crusty, so. Fuck it, I'm gonna go more. I don't know if you can tell, like it is pretty basic, but it's all I kind of want for today. Yeah. Oh, massive booger. Oh my god. I actually want to take my Rimmel one first. It's the Extreme Black Volume Mascara Flash. It looks like this. Fucking amazing, okay? It is like really thick though, so you do have to be careful. I would recommend getting eyelashes out of there for one. But just taking off the excess off the end because we do need to go in there, and any chunky bits you see on the bristles. Like, do you see that difference? Like, I honestly don't know if this mascara had its time on YouTube, but if it didn't, it needs to. And it needs to be a constant thing because it's freaking amazing. Oh, except for when you get your eyeball. The other thing with mascara that you have to be careful about is it can go very clumpy and chunky very quickly. So once you've got it on, don't go too ham with it. And because like this mascara does go quite clumpy, if like you put too much, I find that, and this roller lash one really helps separate your lashes. So I find doing the Rimmel one first, just did a bit of a beatbox moment then, doing the Rimmel one first and then going in with the roller lash one, I feel is so good. I'm going to go to this one on the same eye just because I feel like it does dry very quick and it is hard to maneuver once it is dry. And I'm going to do brows now. And I am going to be using the Goof Proof Brow Pencil by Benefit in the shade number 3. So yes, I'm going to take a little bit of this in the spots where I mainly need it. I don't really use this that often, but I thought today I would, so let's get into it. And we're going to use the Napoleon shade eyeshadow in the shade Trench Coat. I'm just taking this powder and I'm just, like, you don't have to put that little wax down first, like you could just use the powder. I'm going to use the Gimme Brow by Benefit in the shade 3. For the inner corner. So I'm just taking the Mary Lou Luminizer by The Balm. I want to do up here too, so I'm gonna going to take the Morphe R12 brush, so just the rose gold fan brush, and we're just going to, still in the Mary Lou Luminizer, straight down the nose. And the forehead. Now if you've got a quite small forehead like I do, and like I have all this hair here and I freaking hate it, so I just put like a lot of highlighter on my forehead, and that just makes me look not only a little bit more glowy, but like I have a bigger forehead. I love a good Cupid's bow highlight. Okay, so now I'm taking the Morphe R31. Jeffree Star Cosmetics Skin Frost Highlighter in the shade Ice Cold. So I'll just pretend like I didn't just do that. So the little brush, just a massive amount, and we're going in on that Cupid's bow. And then tiny little bit on the chin. Back in with the fan brush, right on the end, down the schnoz. Just going in. And this one we want to try and keep it at the highest point, and then we'll go back in with the fan brush to blend it out, because it really just gives it that pop. Like, look at that. And I haven't put anything extra on here, but I feel like I'm going to, because like, how can you not? You're taking the Urban Decay Naked Illuminator in the shade Luminous, which I'm pretty sure again is the lighter one. And I'm just taking my middle finger, and this is what you get. Like, isn't that just so pretty? And we're just dabbing on the highest point, just the highest point, and then take another finger and just look at that. I'm taking whatever's left on here. Last but not least, I'm going to take the Raw Superfood Infused Beauty Makeup Coconut Splash Lip Gloss. I haven't actually used this before, but I do find when I swatched it, oh, got that constant itchy nose. When I swatched it, I did find that it was a little bit oily. Like, so I find that a lot of their like lip products have a fair bit of oil in them, which I guess in a way is nourishing for the lips, so it's probably not a bad thing. But I'm not a big fan of glosses, so we'll see how this goes. Oh, but it smells amazing. Oh, like it just feels so greasy. I just don't like that, but it's not too bad. It is a little bit streaky though. The last thing I'm going to do is spritz my face with the Urban Decay De-Slick setting spray. But I find this De-Slick, even during the day, this will lock in your makeup. And I mean, this will fucking lock in your makeup. If you haven't got the De-Slick, you need to go and get it right now. I'm really happy about how it turned out. I'm definitely looking very glowy. What do you think? Yeah, that's the finished look. Just like, you know, just looking at my highlight, like, oh, in love. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the finished look. I mean, it is really plain and natural. Like, most of you would already do this on your own. Please give it a thumbs up. It'd be really cool if I even had 1 like on this video. And stay tuned for more.